morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020, and the stock market is up 600 points. Today it was, again, the trades, it was trading in the kind of wild range. I was watching it. At first jumped 500, then it went all the way to zero, then it went back to like 600 right now, and basically the market kind of looks optimistic because there's a lot of helps coming into the market from the government, and there's vaccines at work, and they found some kind of old drug that is they're saying is actually pretty good in killing coronavirus. It comes as a tablet, and you could if you take it, then it's supposed to kind of attack the virus and either suppress it or at least control it so it doesn't take over your lungs. So there's quite a few of good news that are coming, and also there's like some interesting theories that also come to the existence, and this is kind of like it's a little bit step away from the stock market theme, but I think it's I'd like to cover it in my video because I just like this idea. So basically what they're saying is that the reason coronavirus just suddenly appeared on Earth is because it came from outer space. Okay, so the point is that if we think about life and how life actually arrived to our Earth, there's a pretty sound theory that Earth, originally, like Mars or Venus or other planets that we see in our telescopes, and our rovers are actually going there to see what's happening there. Our planet was dead, and somehow by itself it probably couldn't produce life as in its form that we have right now, in such a huge biodiversity. Even if a lot of times passes by, because as we could see, Mars is probably as old as Earth, and also it has like billions of years in existence, but nothing happened. In fact, 1 million planets around us that we observe, they're dead. They don't have any life there. So what's up with that? Why suddenly on Earth we had a sprinkle of life that basically blossomed into 1 million different types of species and plants, and what happened? So one of the theories that could explain that is that the life doesn't just happen naturally. In fact, it was seeded, it was planted, it was brought on Earth from outer space. Actually, if you think about it, then yes, now it's kind of understandable why all the planets around us with kind of similar maybe atmosphere, not atmosphere, but temperatures and distance from sun, but they don't have any life. So basically, on October 11th in China, close to the epicenter of this epidemic, there was a meteor. So basically what happened was that the rock from the sky arrived to Earth, exploded, and blew up in a bunch of pieces, and all those pieces landed on Earth. And this is actually documented. They have videos, they have satellite images, and this event was very well documented. And then the interesting thing is that as soon as it blew up, basically kind of like a few days later, or maybe a couple of weeks later, they started to discover people who suddenly got this virus. And obviously people were trying to blame this thing on nature, on wild animals, and kind of try to see that would be a possible source. But at the same time, it's we never seen it in animals. This type of virus we don't see in animals, and also it's usually viruses are hard to transfer from animal to human, but it is possible. But what's interesting about the coronavirus, this specific kind of coronavirus, is that, like, we know about cow disease, and we have about swine flu, and all those viruses basically were transferring themselves from the animal to the person, and that was the main source of contamination. And that's why, people, killed a lot of those infected animals, and this is how, they controlled the spread of this epidemic. And it was more or less very effective, and this problem was solved very quickly. However, coronavirus, as they say, the jump from animals to humans. But the main danger of coronavirus is that it jumps from human to human, and it's super contagious, and it looked like it was almost designed to do that. So because of that, the coronavirus, natural kind of like occurrence in our wild world, in our animal world, is considered kind of like not that probable. So and if it was delivered from outer space, now it kind of makes sense that the virus arrived here. And the question is, was it an event that happened just by accident, or was it done on purpose? And if you think that there are other civilizations that exist in this world, right, that we are not alone, and I think we're truly not alone. In fact, it was kind of like proved mathematically that basically, the probability that there are other worlds like ours exist in the universe are super high, and it's basically undoubtful that they do exist. So if they do exist, and maybe they are located at much higher, I guess, level of development and civilization, maybe they were able to either manufacture this type of virus, create it, or maybe it was created on in their world, and suddenly it was something happened, and maybe it was deliberately delivered here. Who knows? But it's very aggressive for humans, targets humans, and it looks like somebody is trying to either test us, or to see how we respond, or basically maybe try to eliminate us. In any case, let's go back to the stock market. If you want to find out which stocks to buy, go to the website 2stx.com, which will take you to the Apple App Store, where you could download, install, and run my app on your iPhone, iPad, and Apple TV. And it covers 5,500 stocks with daily buy and sell recommendations. Thank you for your time. Good luck trading, and stay healthy and stay away from coronavirus.